everybody, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. And this is the first episode of Ruby's Switch Streamer Challenge. If you saw the last video, that was my creative sim screen when I made her and all that jazz. Now I'm placing her on a lot. I just picked whichever one had the lowest amount of money. And I chose Oasis Spring. In all these years, I've never played with a sim on this world. So I placed her there. I kind of low key wanted to explore that world anyway, or what little bit of there is to explore. So I placed her on a lot. Again, this is a rags to riches type challenge, but I'm calling it rags to switches. So she's gonna have to start off sleeping on the bench because she has no home, she has no shelter. And I was just kind of clicking around to see what's around her, and we're gonna start by trying to make some money so she can eat. Originally, when I played a Rags to Riches challenge or anything like that, usually you have to rummage through trash or something to find collectibles, but I realized that she could sing for tips. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting nobody to pay her anything. I wasn't expecting anybody to tip her, but people started dropping $2 here or there. I think it was pity. I think it was pity tips. Because she definitely did deserve to get paid for that voice, but you gotta start somewhere. So she made a nice, little chunk of change that night and was able to eat dinner. And, we were off to a good start. She sang for quite a while because I wanted to see how much she would get to. She didn't get very far, but, it's better than nothing. So she was grateful, and she was getting her little fame points up because I wanted her to, rise to fame and all that good stuff with her streaming platform. So it was a little start. Also, because I know with the drone, what is with these Chanel bags? I don't know why, but every other person on this game so far has a bunch of Chanel bags. Like they just came from the store and stopped in on their way home or something. I don't know. So, yep, this is after going to sleep on the bench for about an hour. And then she was drunk. So.
Oh, for no! Tranquil. La la la. Doo doo. Oh, Onksoib. Hangout?
Yeah, you don't want to drink and sing on this game. Eventually, after that, I realized that she could go to the library to play the computer, and I went to see if you could stream from there, and find out you can. So I was like, okay, no more drunk singing, and she can sleep indoors if she has to sleep on that little ottoman over there. So the streaming went well. This was her first stream, and I think some people donated too. I guess we're about to see in a second, but she was playing The Sims Forever, and it looks like the classic Sims game, if you can see, or if you played before. And you have the custom donation sounds that you can pick one of, and some of them are famous YouTubers like It's Me Troy and Urban Sims and stuff like that. So I think that's really cool, but I just chose the yay.
Oh.
Because I felt like if I heard anybody's voice too many times, it would get annoying, and I don't want that to still the joy of watching them on YouTube on a regular basis. So shout out to all the YouTubers that are listed on here and that you have the option to choose. That's what happens whenever you get a donation. So yay. And her batteries were really low. So after the stream ended, I just had her take a nap on the ottoman so she could get up and try to stream again. So okay, so after her nap, she went next door to grab a bite to eat, and then these DMs, y'all, are kind of crazy sometimes. Like, you'll see eventually, or if you play it, you see. And even the comments too, they're always relevant to what the sim is doing or where they are, or even if something changed, or if you get the drone and they're walking around or doing certain things, the comments will change depending on what they're doing. So I kind of like that aspect of it. It looks like they're really paying attention. Or like, she streams at a library and somebody will comment like, why aren't you streaming at home, and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see the comments. Kind of funny too. I just wish that with this mod you had the chance to respond with maybe like a couple different choices. So like maybe like a rude response or a polite response or something like that, rather than just respond or don't respond, because some of these questions you want to respond, you know, in a way that tells them like, don't play with me. But instead, you know, it is what it is. And here are those Chanel bags again, swatting through my computer. So I had to tell him to just leave because, yeah, his bags were getting on my nerves. And she's still getting donations, so I'm excited to see how long it takes for her to become financially free. Right now, she still doesn't even have a roof over her head, so I'm trying to at least make enough money to get her, shoot, at this point, just a tent, a bed, something, because she's sleeping on benches, but at least an apartment. I want to move her to San Mishuno, and those apartments, you know, that there's a weekly rent or a deposit and stuff like that. So I want her to have enough to do that. I don't want to just build her house like the other Sims, you know, or I know that sounds stupid, but I want her to live in an apartment and not just a house. I want her to have like the city life, at least for right now. So I'm just trying to get her to be able to afford like the cheapest apartment that we can find. I did make her enough on that last stream to get her a bed, so I wanted a tent, but those were still too much. They were like 600, I think, or 400, one of the two. But I was able to get her a bed, so that was good enough for her to get a full night's sleep instead of getting the nap sleep, you know. Just excited to see how long it's gonna take for her to at least get her own computer or a drone or something like that. Also, I noticed that as you start to stream, they'll add more games to the list that you can play, and I think that also has to do with your video game level or your gaming skill level. So she now has 3 games she can play, and people are still donating. She's getting followers pretty quickly, so I think that's really cool. This is another donation she just got, 147 simoleons, and that was enough money to get her a tent. So I sold the bed and got her a tent so she could have shelter over her head while she sleeps. And then after she woke up, I realized I could sell the tent and she'd have enough for a deposit. So now we're going to San Mishuno to see what apartments are available, and that was the cheapest one. I know it needs some TLC, so it's probably going to be raggedy, but this was one that I previously kind of fixed up a little bit. It's not super fancy, but I wanted it to still be affordable. And there's a dead person print on the floor, so that is not removable, by the way, which is really creepy. And there's also mouse holes on the wall, so I already know that that's not gonna be good. I wish that the apartments on this game, even if they're not furnished, at least had the kitchen appliances and the bathrooms. Kind of like if you're moving into a house or an apartment in real life, you don't have to buy the refrigerator and countertops and all of that separately. When you move into an apartment, all those things are already there. So I kind of wish that aspect of it was it. Like, I wish that was on this game, where you didn't have to buy the countertops and bathroom appliance, or not appliances, the plumbing and the sink and refrigerator and stuff like that, and you could just move in your furniture like a couch or bed or whatever. um, and shout out to the CC creators who make furniture affordable. My couch was one simoleon. My TV was only 200 simoleons, so that was really cool. I couldn't get a bed just yet, but at least she has a place of her own. I hope that you enjoyed it, and drop a comment down below, like and subscribe. See you on the next one.
La,